My name is Noe Lopez-Lopez, and I'm a Mexican migrant from Oaxaca, Mexico. And the history of my name, when I was, my name does not like represent an indigenous name. It's Noe Lopez-Lopez. It's not like Cuautli, or it's not Nahuatl, or it's not even Mixteco. When I was in high school, I wanted to change my name, and even like the first year of college, and I wanted to put like Warriors of the Clouds or have an animal like name. But through time, when I was, when I began reading and I encountered like articles from other people and meeting people, I realized that my name represents a struggle. It represents the historical struggles of my people, what my family has gone through. And these struggles began like 500 years ago when the Spanish came through conquest and through colonization. They were imposed a political and economic system to have their land taken away and their resources taken away. It also represents the struggle that it's going on right now on globalization that causes indigenous people to migrate to the United States. When I came to the United States and when I was 11 years old, I encountered racism and discrimination from other Mexicans from other parts of Mexico that is not Oaxaca. They told me I was too smart to be from Oaxaca, and I often heard in school the word Oaxaquita, which is a diminutive word for people of Oaxaqueño descent, like saying that they're less because of the color of our skin and the way we talk, and it's also implies that we're not as good enough or we're not smart enough. These episodes in my life made me realize that my name that my parents gave me because they wanted a better life for me. My grandma, she didn't want me to learn Mixteco. She didn't want me to learn my own language. She told my mom that Spanish would be better for me and my brothers because if we learn Spanish, we can get ahead in life. We can go to school, we can get an education and become what she calls gente de razón, or people with reason. With that, she was saying that, okay, if you're indigenous, if you're speaking our language, if you're speaking Mixteco, you're worth less than us. That was the idea of what the Mexican state and the Mexican government imposed to the other indigenous people, and my family followed through that. And this is rooted through colonization. Chicanos often said that being indigenous is the past, it's the ancestors, it's the great Aztecs, it's the great Mayas, and they're the root. There's a certain way to go back to your roots and go back to be an indigenous. And that made me realize that being indigenous is not something of the past. It's not something. Being indigenous is not only the pyramids in Teotihuacan, Mexico. It's not only the pyramids in the city of Oaxaca. But being indigenous is being here and staying alive and still surviving and going through all these struggles, despite all these struggles of conquest and all these struggles of colonizations and all these struggles of having to migrate. We still are here, we're still migrating, we're still trying to get food on the table. And despite believing these stories of believing that we're worth less as indigenous people, even though we like my parents did, like my grandparents did, we're still surviving and we're still here, even though we have these names like my name does not represent my indigenous identity. We're still here, and I think that's the thing of being indigenous. I think that's the main thing of my name, because whenever I go somewhere or I make a presentation, I say my name is Noe Lopez, and I'm an indigenous migrant from Oaxaca, Mexico, and that feeling is it's amazing, because even though I'm in a conference or I'm presenting in I'm presenting a speech, it's just saying that I'm here and I'm still living, and I'm still living along with my family. And despite all this shit, all this bullshit that it was imposed to us 500 years ago, we're still here. We're not in our land anymore, but we're still creating our community here, and that's just an amazing feeling. And I think that's the main message and the main thing about my name. And Yeah. So my name is Noe Lopez-Lopez, and I'm a mixed migrant from Oaxaca, Mexico.